I don't really have an opinion on that necessarily. I mean,
Chris,
well,
Chris, we're on air.
oh, never mind.
Angry MGTOW here. Today I have, what's your name? Just introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Saiyomi.
Okay. And I also have my buddy Kristen on, and she's here to basically represent natural born women. The topic is going to be a transgender woman says that transgender women are better than natural born women in some ways. So we're going to actually discuss that and if it's actually true, and we'll let a natural born woman defend it or actually agree with Saiyomi. So we'll see. So first off, let me just plug both of you guys. You guys go ahead and plug your channels.
Oh, it's in a work in progress right now. Don't worry about that.
And Saiyomi?
Yeah, mine's kind of the same.
Okay.
I'm still working on stuff, but it's the same as my name, so it shouldn't be too hard to look up.
Okay. And I have links to both of them in the description. So now tell us a little bit about the reasons why you say that transgender women are better than natural born women. And first off, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
About myself, like, I don't know what you want to know, but
Okay. How long have you been a tranny?
I would say about 5 years.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 23.
23. Okay. Are you transition? Are you post-op or pre-op?
I am.
You're what?
Yeah, pre.
Like
Sorry,
okay.
I just woke up not too long ago.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you are a tranny, and you have reasons why you believe that trannies are doing it better than natural-born women. Tell us a little bit about that.
I guess just it's just more recently, I guess, from what I've seen, as far as putting effort into their look and stuff, and trying to attract a man and everything. As far as that goes.
Do you tell the dude when you meet him usually?
Oh yeah, totally.
Cool.
Oh wait, hold on a minute. So you've actually had sex with men?
Oh yeah.
Ah. And these are like guys who.
Yeah, this is like happens. Well, I'm not a whore or anything, but yeah, I've known plenty of trannies and stuff. And I have no problems getting any man.
See, that sounds kind of whorish. You need to be careful. Now that we're women, we need to make sure we're not doing the slut shaming kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I haven't slept in 2 days, so sorry.
It was funny, Chris, when I saw you were briefly on camera, and I was like, Chris, you look like shit.
Hey, fuck off.
It's the night. It doesn't count when you're like in your house and stuff.
I'm not post-op yet. Shit.
So all right. So these are guys who basically the guys you've had sex with. They think they represent themselves as heterosexual men who actually have sex with natural-born women.
Yeah.
Holy cow! And what's been your?
This is not like an uncommon thing. It's like I have like no problems attracting men, especially after the fact. They seem kind of actually fascinated. So.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like kind of a norm now.
What? This is some crazy shit. This is really wrong. Holy cow.
Yeah, I can tell you all of it. But yeah,
well,
it's like not a problem.
You said they're heterosexual dudes, so?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do like I was on this thing called Tinder for a while, and then I will say, oh, by the way, I'm a tranny, and then they're like totally fine. And it would happen like 9 out of 10 times. So I did like my little experiment and shit, so it's not just me blowing smoke out of my ass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, that's fine. It's just when they say they're heterosexual and stuff, like, she just guys knock on the back door?
A lot of Well, a lot of them I don't pay attention, but I just, they say they're okay and stuff with it.
Okay, so I mean, Chris just asked you an important question. So you guys are they're having anal sex with you, obviously.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
And I mean, they're like okay with that?
Oh, yeah, they don't care.
And the penis?
Oh, they don't care.
Well,
Most
I
of
mean,
them will try to do stuff with it.
What? Wait. No. Chris, what, Saiyomi, what did you just say?
I say most of them will want to try to do stuff with it.
Oh, God.
People are a lot more curious than you think.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd consider him heterosexual then. I mean,
At least it's not afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at least not after anymore.
You can't really clean this one up. Saiyomi clearly said that she basically doesn't tell them at first that she's a tranny. She lets them know once they're interested, and they're like, oh yeah, we're cool with that. 9 out of 10 times. So they were cool, but they thought she was a girl before, and then they're like, oh, tranny, I'm fine with it.
I mean, not all of them will be doing stuff with with my stuff, but they'll be like the giver and all that, but not all the times will they want to do stuff with other things.
I'm curious, have you had any of these guys suck you off?
Oh, God,
Yeah.
man, you just go right for it, don't you? Jesus.
Oh, why not?
Did you say yes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it
Oh my
happens sometimes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And then they're cool with also receiving it up the dirt road?
Some.
Wait, you've done it the other way around?
Like, only once. I mean, some of them want to, but I'm too lazy for all that.
Right?
Yes, it's too much. Yeah.
Doing anything now is just too much.
You are so lazy, Chris. You are so lazy. This is unbelievable. And then you wonder why guys are going
Well, the topics are kind of taking a change, but it is a good, interesting change, too. It's entertaining, to say the least.
What the hell? I mean, so... all right. So, obviously, you're not having any trouble getting a man. So, in what ways do you think transgender women are now better than natural-born women like Chris that have natural vaginas?
Natural Arby's beef and cheddars.
Well, of course, not all, but just in general, and what I've seen is just more of the let's see, a lot of the putting the effort into trying to please their partner and what have you.
I don't know, man. I mean, I go into some pretty efforty things.
Well, you're one of the exceptions then.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just with that alone, I would. Yeah, that's like that's like trap. That's what like traps do and stuff.
Damn, everybody's just boring
claim
now.
You as I'm taking your female privilege away. You're now a trap. You're nice to man.
Damn it. I was getting so much with that too.
Wait, what's a trap?
That's another word for tranny. It's just a fancier word.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure.
I don't know, man. If you like the dude and stuff, you're gonna want to do those things to make them happy, and not in the sense to make them happy, but just you can always use it as the.
Yeah, I thought that was like normal for me, like everybody. But yeah, no, I see a lot of these girls out here that are just like, oh no, he needs to do this and that for me, and they come with the attitude and everything, and it's like, how are you expecting anything great when you're coming with this shitty attitude and everything?
Oh, that's those shitty Gilmore Girls. Nobody really wants to fuck them. We just do because it smells like, Nice Febreze
Yeah,
down
those
there. It's not
bitches.
anything. It's a nice nail and bail for dudes. That's not like settling down material.
Oh, fuck no. But yeah, a lot of bitches are like this, and I'm like, damn. I was like, first of all, they just need to see somebody who's doing good in the man department or anywhere else, and just take a pencil and paper and start taking notes on that hoe and seeing how good she's doing. That's what I say.
Hey, Chris, are you looking at the
Yeah.
comments? Are you looking at the comments, Chris?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with that. A tranny and lesbian. Well, I have gotten that remark about Ed that he does look like that, but he doesn't. He's my Zach Galifianakis.
Oh God, I hate Zach Galifianakis.
I hate you, Rusty Shackelford. Pocket sand.
So, I mean, it's funny. I have a friend, well, and she lives overseas, and she basically told me something as interesting. She told me that she said that normal girls cannot afford the vanity of she-males. She said that that's something she said. She said that she-males are prettier than the normal girls, modest girls. So I find that what you're saying, Xiaomi, very interesting. Xiaomi, because of that.
Oh yeah, I had a friend. I'm sure you know Frozen Binary, but anyway, she was telling me about a businessman that was in Taiwan, and then she was like, "Oh well, how do you tell the traps from the natural women?" And he was like, "Oh, it's easy. The beautiful women, those are traps. Ignore them. The ones that look like dudes, those are the natural women."
They are really good at makeup.
They are.
I wish I understood contouring.
It's a lot of, yeah, it's a lot of work. But once you get it down, it's pretty easy.
What's contouring?
It's like a powder that goes on top of the powder, I think, or a way you put it and it makes a shadow thing go with your
Yeah,
face.
you go like a shade or two darker than your natural skin color, and then basically it's basically redefining features on your face, like your nose, you want it slimmer. You can just go along the side and kind of cast that shadow naturally, or
Chris,
your jaw.
Chris, you guys are you're losing out. You know that. Seriously, you guys need to step your game up.
Like in what way?
I don't know. I mean, in your attitudes, your looks, because the Chinese seem to be beating you out.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It all goes with preference, dude. I mean, you just, you got all that, I mean, trannies and stuff, they look really great and stuff, but, just like my only point on this is like a vagina definitely it feels different than your butt and shit like that. Jesus Christ. But that's it. But I mean, it's just a preference thing. I mean, I don't know. It's just shit like that.
I'll be honest, like Saiyomi, in the past I probably would never have had you on this channel because I've had some shit with Blair White, and I've always
she is. Oh, she's.
Yeah.
God damn, those legs.
I refrain to comment.
I've always thought the whole. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely found some trannies attractive, but that's not my fault because there are some trannies that look better than most women. Like there are some trannies that I mean, they are perfect. I have to put it that way. They know they're just at that level. That's not my fault. If it looks like a duck, seriously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not your fault. It's more biology's fault and how it's wiring.
Yeah.
It's sending signals to your brain, especially when you see all the ladiness.
Exactly. Like you see the ass, and then wait a minute, there's a cock also. Whoa! Step back.
Yeah, but you definitely do have women, natural women that also look good. I mean, don't use me as reference and shit. But
I know there are some women that do put the effort into their look and stuff. It just seems like it's been kind of good. The numbers have been dwindling down lately. It's like as far as much women that, you know, put the effort or whatever.
You watch World Star?
It's the ones. I don't think I watch World Star.
At the end of every compilation, there's a lot of fine ass bitches on there strutting it.
Oh, nice. But yeah, there are definitely pretty women out there.
I mean, do you think that Saiyomi...
They're just they're becoming just more rare lately.
Well, with that said, do you think that as these women are becoming more rare, do you think that a lot of guys are going to increasingly engage in relationships with transgender women? Do you think this is going to become...
It's happening already.
So why are we hearing about it?
A lot of the men are, it's kind of hush-hush with a lot of them. But yeah, no, it's becoming like more acceptable. I've been noticing it.
When I was...
My damn inboxes are always full, so...
Let me tell you a story, and like this is something I told some other women about this, and they never believed me. Like I used to be a part of this, like I used to be a part of this Facebook group, and I had like lots of people on Facebook, and lots of friends, and a lot of guy friends, and one of them basically brought up the topic of like, you know, he dates a transgender woman, and then like a ton of guys just started responding, talking about how he posted a picture of her. And he was like, oh, they were like, oh, she's beautiful. How did you get with her? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I only bang transgender girls. And like, I swear they were like trying to convince me how wonderful tranny girls are. And like, there's literally entire communities of guys that are into transgender women. I've seen it, but like no one believed me when I told like some other chicks about it. They were like, no, that's not true. That's not true. No one believed me.
Well, I guess then, like, you know, then you couldn't call them heterosexual dudes. If they enjoy being with transgendered women, you know, and they enjoy that, and, you know, with the accessory that comes with it, then I don't know. I would at least say they're at least bi or anything.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Chris. Don't forget, we live in a society where they say gender is in the brain, not in the genitals. Don't forget.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit.
There's this guy named Riley something, and you know what I'm talking about, right?
Riley Adams Apples. Oh my god.
Riley basically claimed that your dating. He put out a video. Your dating preferences are discriminatory, because if you don't want to date a transgender woman, then you're discriminating against women in general, because gender is in the brain, not in the genitals. So I mean, there's that argument. So a lot of men could potentially use that same argument, saying that in this generation, they're technically not gay, because just because you have a penis doesn't make you a man.
Well, Riley's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Wait, so Saiyomi, I'm scratching my head. You're a transgender woman, but yet you're not saying that gender is in the brain? So do you consider yourself a woman or a man?
I consider myself more of a woman.
More of a woman, but you consider yourself more...
I mean, I don't know too much of the science of it. I mean, there is some studies, but you know what? I don't really care what other people think.
I agree on dysphoria.
Yeah, I know I have dysphoria, but that's, you know...
Which isn't like a bad thing. Yeah, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, there's dysphoria, there's also euphoria. And gender euphoria is different than dysphoria.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of that?
I haven't.
I don't think so.
It's essentially what people there's some people who just enjoy the attention that they get simply emulating the other gender.
Oh, Milo Stewart.
Yeah. What just comes to mind. It's funny when you bring up
get these damn people that, you know, they try to do something and they just look horrible, like Justin Dennis.
Oh god.
I think a lot of the reason why he's like having such a hard time is because, you know, I don't know what his deal is. It's like, oh, if you don't accept us or whatever, want to have sex with us, you're transphobic. No, bitch, you just need to step your fucking pussy up because you look like a man in a dress.
I feel like Riley Dennis took that saying, there's a lesbian in every man, too seriously.
Yeah. Because
he doesn't... Yeah.
So I take it, obviously, you're not offended, Saiyomi, by men who don't want to have sex with a tranny. You don't
I
think
don't
that's
know, because for every man who don't, there's like 10 that do. So,
gosh.
and that's a fact. Well, at least it is for me, anyways.
Sound like you're doing better than some natural born women.
Oh, I am. My game is like up.
Oh
I mean,
god.
most of them, I just talked to most of them. I haven't really done. But as
Wait.
far as like my selection, yeah, I have like a huge selection.
Okay, so I'm curious. Have you taken estrogen, or do you have fake tits, or are you just like just winging it?
I'm winging it. I'm doing more of the surgery route,
Uh-huh.
like cosmetic surgeries and stuff. I'm just
Okay.
getting some surgery in the summer.
Okay. Are you gonna get the boobs done?
The boobs.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's on the list. Yeah.
I'm curious, how much money, if you can give us an idea, is this gonna cost you?
It's in the thousands, but you know, I can work it. It's not too bad when you can hustle up the money or save it. If you know how to save, or you know, get the right kind of there are some type of loans that you can get to get surgeries.
Uh-huh.
So if you can work with that, you can get the surgeries. It's not too bad.
I'm curious, Chris, being a woman, do you feel a natural born woman, do you feel intimidated by Saiyomi, who has more game than you?
No, I don't care about anything really. Like, yeah, that's great. Like, I mean, I'm just like, yeah, you go and get you some, get you some. But I'm not like really, you know, I got a one good one, and I kind of like just having him around. He's pretty good. And you know, when I was younger, you know, I used to date more and more, and I just didn't really like it, you know, because there wasn't anybody out there that you know, was real. Like they were all just like fucking stupid. So
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of going through like a whole. I'm just like screening a whole bunch of people and trying to find like the one good one out of the herd. It's kind of like my strategy.
Wait a minute. So Saiyomi, essentially, so you're super selective right now. So guys aren't just like pumping and dumping you. You're just not choosing them. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
What the? This is why MGTOW is so important. Seriously. I mean, see, now transgender women are doing this shit too.
No, well, I keep it real with them. I'll just say, you know, I'll talk to them. I'll try to get to know them. But if I say it's not working out, then I'll say, well, you know, I think you need to find someone else.
Do you notice an occurrence that some of the men you date are a bit effeminate, or they're not masculine?
Occasionally.
Okay. Do you think that's a growing problem with the men?
I think so. Actually, a lot of the guys that I talk to, I actually tell them a little bit about the MGTOW philosophy.
Really?
Yeah, I try to keep all the dudes up to date with this shit.
you try to warn them about it.
Yeah, I just try to let them, you know, like just knowing what's kind of going on.
So
That is a joke, chat. Well, I mean, I don't. I can already see them.
you actually promote MGTOW.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, that is an opposite direction.
But I'm trying to figure this out. You're a transvestite woman looking for a nice man, but you're telling men, oh, wait a minute. So in your case, you're saying these natural-born women can't be trusted.
Well, not necessarily that, just more of them being more precautious.
Uh-huh.
Just as like, you know, be more safe when you're selecting your women's.
I've never like met anybody, like any woman ever, that the MGTOWs have like, you know, the gold diggers and stuff like that. Like I've never met any kind of woman like that. So when I was like hearing about all this stuff, I was like, oh man, this is fucking ridiculous. I mean, I know it does go on and shit, and it sucks when it does happen.
You know what, Chris? The thing is that you don't notice it because you're a woman, and it doesn't happen to you. It's probably been women all around you do it, but you don't hear about it because you see things from a female perspective. But in reality, you don't know what's really happening when it comes down to the man. I'm sure you know people who've gotten divorced, and you probably think that the man is a piece of shit or a deadbeat. But lo and behold, you don't know the truth that's happened. You don't know that she kicked him out of the home. You don't know that she left him in the poorhouse after burning out all of his money. You really don't know all the things that happened.
I know this one chick that pays alimony to her husband, and she's paying child support. I think, and I actually know 3 women that I work with that are like that. I don't know. It just goes on situation. I thought it was on who made more in that situation to who got alimony and child support and who got the kids. Yeah, I understand it's necessarily women, but women are usually the stay-at-homes, housewives and stuff that do all that. I mean, I
I
don't
think
know
if you
anything.
do have like a good case manager or a lawyer, it does pin out that way, like you're saying. Because I actually do know one guy that actually he got he has a kid with a woman, and then they got divorced, and he's actually one that got full custody of the kid, and actually pinned out more of his favor.
Yeah. And I've actually known a couple guys that did get screwed in the beginning, but they're now going back and redoing the case and doing the terms of the separations and stuff, and it's starting to work out more in their favor too, and to a more agreeable stance of either them getting to see more of their kids and not having to pay as much and stuff like that. I'm not very political or articulate with my head thoughts, so that's that. If it sounds like really fucking stupid, I mean, obviously it could be really kind of fucking stupid right now.
So fun, Bud, in my comment section. He's one of my moderators. He said trannies is the same as fags. How do you respond to that, Saiyomi? Are you guys fags?
I don't care.
Paul Wilson is a bitch in the chat. I'm going to point that out right now.
I know some fags that are just way, way, way over just their fagginess. So.
I like those guys though. They're fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
One dude I know, he does a drag show every Saturday, and it's hilarious, but he's really good at it. It's fucking ridiculous. Fucking bitches. All you guys getting the good legs. It's ridiculous. Tired of it. This is why we need feminism.
So let me.
I'm not a feminist.
Let me ask you this, Saiyomi, because at some point in your life you were a man, and I mean you were on your outward appearance was a man, and
I've always looked feminine.
Okay, well,
I've always got mistaken for a woman.
Even really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you've had like privilege your entire life. I get you.
Yep. It was funny too in high school. Some of these kids actually thought I was a woman trying to be disguised as a dude or something. It was funny.
What bathroom do you use?
I use a woman's.
Have you ever had any woman try to chase you out?
No.
Really? Okay.
But actually, before I was transitioned, I actually was, when I was still using the man's, I actually had a guy actually chased me into the woman's bathroom. He was like, wrong bathroom.
Do you think he meant it like, get out of the men's bathroom? Or he's like, no, this is the wrong restroom.
No, he marched my ass into the fucking women's restroom.
Jeez.
It's like the dude that worked there.
Holy cow.
We had a busser at the restaurant, and she had really short hair, and she was very thin. She was like 5 foot and very thin. And she went into the women's restroom and stuff. We had a customer come out, and she's like, there is a boy in there, and we need to get him out of there. And I was like, what? And she comes out of the restroom, and she's like, that woman was banging on my stall, saying that I was a boy, and I actually had to yell out, no, I'm a fucking chick. And I said, that's why you shouldn't have fucking short hair. And you're flat-chested.
Yeah, but it's going to send off confusing messages to people.
Oh, gosh.
I hate short hair on women in general.
I do, too. It's not a good look.
It is not.
It's like, women need hair. Damn it.
So tell me something, Saiyomi. I mean, you've been around men, so you've at least observed them, even if you got female privilege for quite some time, you've at least seen how men are treated by women.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, do you think that the average man lives a terrible life compared to the average woman, or a more difficult life?
I would say so. Yeah, and especially relationships and stuff, and the legal system.
Okay. Have you ever taken Have you ever taken advantage of any guys? Honestly, be honest, Saiyomi. Yeah. Have you ever taken advantage?
I can't say that I have.
I mean, or did you ever have a guy buy you dinner and don't put out?
No. No, I never did that.
What? What are you talking about? What are you going on about? No.
I feel like if I'm gonna have to, you know, if he's giving me something, I have to do something in return just for, you know. I don't like doing shit for free or anything like that.
But you don't like doing things for free? What do you mean?
I mean, I don't like taking things and not giving a favor in return.
Okay. But you're not saying that you
But
always,
that's more of like how I've been raised though.
okay, but you're not saying that you always
I always pay or pay for my shit.
You're not saying that you always
Same here.
You're not saying you always expect something for sex though, right? For example.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Most of the guys I talk to, it's just I like to get to know them and stuff, or just hang out with the person.
Okay.
Just have company, you know.
I got a question for you, because this is you're a transgender woman, and you may be transitioning, but you should know this. So there's this whole thing about feminists say that trans women have periods.
No.
Huh?
No.
Have you heard that though?
Yeah, I've heard that. It doesn't make it any less bullshit. I
Is
mean,
it Riley Dennis saying this again?
He probably did say it a couple times.
Fucking idiot. Fucking moop.
Do you think people who say these types of things actually make it more difficult for trans women?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because, you know, when you're sending out false information like that, people are going to believe that shit. Because majority of people are lazy, and they're not going to look any of this shit up.
Uh-huh.
Or just not be a complete fucking idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. Well, I feel like my head's about to explode, but on another thought, this is my third video for the day, so yay, got that knocked out the park. So I'm glad that I was able to get Saiyomi and Blah Blah, aka Chris, on today, and I'll have links to their channels in the description. So I want to thank Saiyomi for coming on.
Thank you.
Okay. If you guys have any questions for Saiyomi, definitely leave them in the comment section. Please do not go and attack Saiyomi's channel. Do not leave nasty comments. It's not necessary. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MGTOW or death. And cheers.
And blah blah.